the problems on projections of lines. So here, a line capital AB, 80 mm long, has its end A, capital A, 20 mm above HP and 30 mm in front of VP. It is inclined at 30 degrees to HP and 45 degrees to VP. Draw the projections of the line and find its apparent lengths and apparent inclinations. So this is the problem for which we need to find the solution. First, we are going to try to analyze this. So here, the problem, he says above HP and in front of VP. So obviously, it has to be from the first quadrant. So henceforth, whatever we do, the problems will always be in the first quadrant because the syllabus says it is the first angle projection. So NDA is 20 mm above HP and 30 mm in front of VP. So the NDA, the capital A, is in space. As you know, a capital A means it is in space. 20 mm above HP. So you can see 20 mm above HP. When you look from the front view, we can see the distance is projected onto the vertical plane, which is A dash. And 30 mm in front of VP. In front of VP will be seen in the horizontal plane. When you look from the top view, we can see the distance in front of VP. When it is projected, that will goes on to the HP, which is small a. A line capital AB is 80 mm long. So, he says capital AB means the one which is in true length. Always the true length will be specified in capital letters. So, the meaning of the true length means the line has to be parallel. The line has to be parallel to one of the planes, or it can be parallel to both the planes. Has its NDA 20 mm above HP and 30 mm in front of VP. So this we have considered. It is inclined at 30 degrees to HP. So which is the line which is inclined at 30 degrees to HP? The true length of the line is inclined at 30 degrees to HP. So that means the line 80 mm long is inclined at 30 degrees to HP. So here, first from the NDA, we know it is 80 mm long. So we will going to draw a line which is inclined at 30 degrees to horizontal plane. When you look from the front view, we can see that inclination in the vertical plane. So you can see that this line, capital AB1, is the one which is parallel to VP. So because when you look from the front view, this image will going to fall on the vertical plane. So this is A dash, B1 dash, which is also called capital A and capital B. But here we are using that to the space. But capital A, B1 is the one which will going to be considered. You can see here capital A and capital B is the true length of the line having 80 mm long, which is inclined at 30 degrees. So, and 45 degrees to VP. So, which is the line? Again, the true length of the line is inclined at 45 degrees to VP. The true length is same, is both in the front view as well as in the top view. That is here. So, again, from the same point, capital A, you take an angle of 45 degrees to VP. So, this is the inclination which makes 45 degrees to VP. When it is projected from the top view, that point will going to fall on the horizontal plane. This is small a and this is B2. We are considering B2 because this is the second line which we are considered and this is the first line we are considering. So this becomes A dash, B1 dash and this becomes AB2. So that is top view. So this is when it is projected, this is in space and this is in plane when it is projected. So now we have considered the line which is inclined at 30 degrees to HP and 45 degrees to VP. So you can see here the line is inclined at 30 degrees to HP and the line which is inclined at 30 degrees to VP, 45 degrees to VP, which is the true length is 80 mm here, the true length is also 80 mm here. So that is the reason why we say capital A, capital B and capital A and capital B. Now, therefore, now we are going to get the locus here and we are also getting the locus here. Now, Draw the projections of the line and find its apparent length and apparent inclination. So this is how we have given all these details now. So now we need to find out the apparent length and apparent inclination. So we know that when you look from the top view, we can see that the 2 points of the capital A and capital B1 are at equidistance from the vertical plane. So that means the line is parallel to VP. That means A and B1 both are equidistant from the vertical plane. That means A is in front of VP by 30 mm and capital B1 is also in front of VP by 30 mm. So that means once the line is parallel to VP, so we are getting the true length in VP. That means when you look from the front view, we can see the true length means the actual length. We know that this actual length is 80 mm. So obviously this length will also be equal to 80 mm. Then only that line will be in true length. Now similarly, when you look from the top view, now I am going to look from the front view. When you look from the front view, both A and B2 are at equidistant from the horizontal plane. So that means A is above HP by 20 mm, B2 is also above HP by 20 mm. So that means the line will going to become the parallel to HP. Once the line is parallel to HP, so we are getting the true length in HP. So that means the length of this line is 80 mm and the length of this line will also be equal to 80 mm. That is the meaning of the true length. So this is the actual length. Here also we are going to find the actual length. Now we will going to write the projection of this. So when you look from the top view, the image will going to fall on the horizontal plane. That is AB1. So AB1 is parallel to VP. So hence the AB1 is parallel to VP. Therefore, we are getting the true length in VP. Similarly, when you look from the front view, AB2, that is B2 dash, is parallel to HP. Therefore, we are getting the true length in HP. That we can see here. When you see, this is the true length in the vertical plane. So the true length in the vertical plane means the line has to be parallel to VP. So the line has to be parallel to VP means when you look from the top view, we can see that the line AB1 is parallel to VP. Therefore, you are getting the true length in VP. Similarly, if you want to find the true length in HP, you have to see in the front view. That means the line has to be parallel to HP. You can see A dash B2 dash is parallel to HP. Therefore, you are getting the true length in HP. Now, once you get the true lengths in both front view and top view, now we got the locus, and here also you got the locus. Now that is also we have shown here. These two are the locus points. Now what we want to find out is we want to find out the apparent lengths. So now we know this is the top view of this true length, and this is the front view of this true length. Now we need to find out the true length in the apparent length in the top view and apparent length in the front view. We know that AB1 is parallel, that the B1 point is here. This is the top view of this line. But what we need to do is, this point is not actually here. It will be here. So in order to do that, with A as center, take the radius of AB1, you rotate it such that it will going to cut the locus of B in the top view. So that means instead of doing that, so in space, I will rotate such that this B1 will going to come on the locus of B in space. So this becomes EB line. I will repeat. With A as center, you're taking capital AB1 as the radius. You rotate this line such that the B1 will going to be on the locus of B in the space. So that you're going to get this point here. So when you are rotating this in space, obviously the image of this AB1 has been rotated such that it will going to cut the locus of B in the top view. Then join A to B with a dark line. You are going to get this apparent length in the top view, and the inclination made by that will be the apparent inclination. Now similarly, if you want to consider the true length, apparent length in the front view, So now what we need to do is we have to rotate the front view point. So to do that, with A as center, take the radius of AB2. You rotate this line such that the B2 point will going to reach the point B, which will going to be the locus of B in the front view. So in other words, when you are rotating it in space, that means that the point A dash B2 dash with A dash center, A dash B2 dash as the radius, you draw an arc such that it will going to cut the locus of B in the front view, so that you will going to get this point as B dash, and join A dash B dash with the dark line, you will going to get the alpha inclination. So this is how you will be able to find the apparent length and apparent inclination of the problem. So here, this is the front view and the top view, because the front view line is inclined because the top view is also inclined. This is the top view because the front view line is inclined. This is the true length in the top view because its front view line is parallel. This is the true length in the front view because its top view line is parallel. So this is how you can be able to analyze that the problem of this projections of lines wherein the true length and true inclinations are given. Now we will go into write how to solve this problem in the sketchbook. First, we will have to draw the XY line, and you mark X and Y. You mark VP and HP because it is the first angle projection. A line has its NDA 20 mm above HP and 30 mm in front of VP. So from XY line, you measure 20 mm and draw a horizontal line, a thin line. Similarly, 30 mm in front of VP. So from here, you measure 30 mm below the XY line and draw a horizontal line. And consider any point on this line and draw a vertical projector so that it will going to cut both the lines at this point and also at this point. You name that point as A dash and you name this point as A, and you write it in capital bracket A and capital bracket A here. Then the line capital AB is inclined at 30 degrees to HP. So by using the protractor, keeping at the A dash as center, you measure an angle of 30 degree with respect to the horizontal and then draw an inclined line. Similarly, with A as center, take the radius of, with A as center, by using the protractor, you measure an angle of 45 degree with respect to the horizontal and then draw an inclined line in the top view. Then, by using the compass, you measure a distance of 80 mm with A dash as center, cut an arc on that 30 degree line. Similarly, with the same radius, with A as center, cut an arc on that 45 degree line, so that you will going to get this point as B1 dash and you will going to get this point as B2. Then join A dash B1 dash with little bit darker than the XY line. Similarly, with A as center, take the radius of 80 mm and cut an arc on this 45 degree line. You will mark this point as B2. Then write capital B here and capital B here and join A B2 with a little bit darker than the XY line. So now you will get the true length in the front view and the true length in the top view. So that is the reason why we are representing this as capital A and capital B and capital A and capital B. So that means the true length of the line is same in both front view and also in the top view. That is also quite evident here. This is the line what we are showing here, and this is the line what we have shown till now. So this is how you will be able to get this to the drawing. Now we need to find out the true length. Now we need to find out the apparent length. So we know that this is the true length in the vertical plane. If this has to be the true length in the vertical plane, obviously that line has to be parallel. If the line has to be true length in VP, obviously that line has to be parallel to VP. So you can see this is the line which is the true length in the vertical plane. That line has to be parallel to VP. Parallel to VP means you have to look in the top view. Once you look from the top view, the NDA and NB both are at equidistant from the vertical plane. So that means A is in front of VP by 30 mm. B1 should also be in front of VP by 30 mm. So we are writing the top view here. AB1 is parallel. Now similarly, you have, so we have this line and we have this line. Now we need to write the top view. So we don't know, this is the front view, but we don't have the top view of this. So we are going to write the top view. That means A is in front of VP by 30 mm. So B1 should also be in front of VP by 30 mm. Then only that line will be parallel to VP. Then only you are going to get the true length in the vertical plane. So you draw a vertical projector from B1 dash till to the locus of A in the top view, so that both AB1 will be equidistant from the vertical plane. That means it is 30 mm in front of VP. Now once you get this point, AB1 is the line which is parallel to VP. So you are getting the true length here. Then with A as center, take the radius of AB1, then draw an arc such that it will going to cut the locus of B in the top view. So you mark this point as B, then join A to B with a dark line. This will be the top view. Then measure the angle of this apparent inclination with respect to VP. So mark this point as beta. Then, so that is how we have been shown here. You rotate this such that this B1 will going to be on the locus of B in the top view, so that you will going to get the image. Once you look from the top view, A is here, B will be here. So you are going to get AB. So this will be the apparent inclination with respect to VP. Now, so this we found out this. Next we are going to take the apparent inclination with respect to HP. So now we have the top view, the true length in the top view, AB2. So we have the locus of B in the front view. This is the line which is the locus of B. So we know that this is the true length in HP. Obviously that line has to be parallel to HP. So that means NDA is above HP by 20 mm. The NB should also be above HP by 20 mm. So that means since this is the true length in HP, you make that line, that means it should be parallel to HP. So you draw a vertical projector from B2 to the locus of A in the front view. That means both A dash and B2 dash will be above HP by 20 mm. Then with A dash as center, by using the compass, A dash as center, take the radius of A dash B2 dash and then draw an arc such that it will going to cut the locus of B in the front view. And you mark this point as B dash and then join A dash B dash with a dark line and measure the angle. This is the apparent inclination with respect to HP, which is alpha. So this is how you will be able to find the solution. So the final consolidated solution will going to be this, wherein you can see that what we have culminating, that both the together we are going to get this. So when you join between B dash and B, both will going to lie on the same line. Then by using the compass, or by now we want to find out what will be the apparent length and apparent inclination. So by using the protractor, you measure an angle of alpha. The alpha is 45 degrees. And you measure the angle beta with respect to the top view, which is 54.74. In manual, it will be 55. And A dash B dash is 69 mm. And AB will going to be 57 mm. In computer, it is 69.28 and A dash B dash 56.57. So this will going to be the final answer. So we need to write only this in the sketchbook. So this is how you will be able to solve this problem.